Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's March 31st, 2022, and this is going to be an update on the sweet potato slips that are growing over here. But I thought what I'd do is start off over here talking about the soilless mixture. So this is the soilless mixture that I use for growing all of our, doing all of our seed starting. In the various in the work area where you've seen some of the vegetables and flower seeds. So this is peat moss and perlite mixed together. There are some microorganisms in there, but it isn't like a composted soil. There's really no significant nutrients or other organic material for the microbes to break down. So we take these thin flats, this thickness here, and we start our, in this case, broccoli seeds, and we lay our broccoli seeds out. And I know I got a comment in one of the recent videos, maybe a couple, maybe earlier this year, about people starting their own gardens at home and the possibility of growing microgreens, that sort of thing. And the comment was it's a waste of a lot of seeds. You can just grow a couple of plants, a couple of broccoli plants or a couple of kale plants, and those can give you enough seeds to harvest all winter or all year round. And these were started yesterday afternoon, and you may be able to see little bits of the roots starting to come out of these seeds. Then within a few days, they develop into the microgreens that you see here. What I did differently, what I've always done in the past, is I used the perlite and peat moss mixture to start all the sweet potatoes in recent years. This year I did something different. After harvesting the microgreens, we're left with just the stems and the roots and the original peat moss and perlite mixture. That soil we went ahead and reused to put our sweet potatoes in. And I had 2 full trays of sweet potatoes, but a lot of them got soft spots. The soft spots could be that there was microorganisms, bacteria or fungi, usually the bacteria, that could have triggered the development of the soft spots on the sweet potatoes. So what I ended up doing was I added some more, I took out the sweet potatoes that had any sign of softness and left just 2 in here. And these all look great. And as the slips grew and the shoots became elongated, I laid them down, and you can see where the shoots came over here, and I laid them down in here. And just left the tiniest little bits of leaves, like these ones right here, up, and they started developing. And of course, all along in here, if we dig down in here, you can see there's roots developed all through all of these places. So they've got enough root development in this bed now, so I can trim or separate, dissect between this bed and this bed. That way I can use this bed as another extension unit to lay these down, because this is what the original ones look like, into a bed alongside of it. And the same thing with this one, as these ones extend out. So it's a way of using 1 or 2 sweet potatoes, reusing soil or a soilless mixture that's been used once for growing microgreens, and then from that being able to propagate many sweet potato slips, and therefore many sweet potato plants and quite a few sweet potatoes, as you saw in our last fall's development. So all of these shoots that are right here will go into another flatbed alongside of this one, and I'll decide how I'm going to set this up, because we don't have that much room, and it's still way too cold outside to even think about having any delicate plants like sweet potatoes outside. So that's about it with the sweet potato progress. So either I handled the sweet potatoes too roughly, or the reused soilless mixture was a catalyst for the soft spots. I'll have to do more experiments with this to know for certain just what's causing it. In other words, I'll have to do some without reusing it and just using more of the peat moss and perlite without it having been used previously as microgreens, and also do the same thing as I did this time next year. So each year we do a whole series of sweet potato slips and the propagation methods. Of course, this makes no sense if you're in a very warm climate. We're in Oswego, New York. We have such a short growing season that this is a way that we can get a head start on getting making the most out of our growing season. So if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I certainly look forward to hearing any comments and suggestions that you have. And certainly things will change as time goes on. Like all things that I do, I'm always experimenting and seeing, can I improve upon our system that we've done before. So if you found this video of value, give us a thumbs up. And by all means, folks, take good care of yourselves and grow lots of food this year. It may be wonderful. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.